Charles 55582 36.6. Pork chop FPV 36.8. Taxi 38.4. Cube 41.2. Ethan FPV 43 flat. Lemon 41 flat. 1 minute left. "45 seconds left. Charles 55582 36.5. Pork chop FPV 36.2. Taxi 37.9. Cube 40.7. 30 seconds left. Ethan FPV 41.4. Lemon 36.7. 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7. Charles 55582 35.5. Pork chop FPV 36.6. 1. Taxi 37.7. Cube 40 flat. Lemon 36.7. Ethan FPV 39.9. Charles 55582 35.9.
We're off to the races, and hello and welcome, teacher. One of you joining us here on the MultiGP YouTube channel. We're just finishing up last couple of rounds. We have about 4 or 5 rounds to go. And then we'll be done qualifying, setting up our brackets here for our Pro Spec race on individual racing day at Mayhem. We're live to you from Carrollton, Texas. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, trying to get this wrapped up and before the dinner hour. A lot of teardown still to do over the course of the day, but we have to seed our field. So far here this afternoon in our Pro Spec, we've had 26 pilots that have put down their best 2-lap effort, and we are going to take that down to our top 16 to run top 16 double elimination of Pro Spec. A little bit longer races. We have the Pro Spec limitations in play with the RPM limits. It is the Pro Spec build frame, which has all been spec checked, tech spec'd earlier, and Wade, and we are legit. We're in the final throws. This is qualifying heat number 10, and we're probably going to run about 15 heats, I'm guessing. So far, our top qualifier is Killian FPV. His fast 2 laps were 2 laps in 69.9 seconds. Has a field of by half a second per lap. The math is a little easier when you're talking about your top 2 laps consecutive. And here in this heat, your fast one is T-Dog. He is currently 7th in qualifying, and 7th in qualifying here so far. We're going to see how this plays out. About 5 seconds left here for them to finish up the laps that they're on. Most pilots getting 3 laps in. Few getting a 4. Few only getting 1. Master race clock has expired. Finish up the lap that you're on, pilots. We'll see where the digits lie when it's all said and done. Pro Spec qualifying session. The leaderboard has been updated. multigp.live/top 2. multigp.live/top 2 will get you the leaderboard. Ferry brought to attention a setting that I had wrong. It is now correct. And checkered flag flying here in this qualifying effort. This is heat number 10 finishing up. Looks like just 1 in the air. That's Trinks. Trinks from France, part of Team Canada. Last night, pulled up 2nd on our podium. And looking where Trinks is.
Can you hear me? Can you not run me in this bracket?
In the qualifier?
No, in the actual bracket. Like, I don't want to run the bracket.
Oh, so you're not gonna run.
Like, I have not slept so much that like I like can't think straight anymore.
So you're 9th and you're not gonna run the bracket. Gotcha. Not a problem, T-Dog.
I was the next
I
heat.
said not a problem.
Okay, thank you.
I was the next heat, but I pulled myself and pushed me to 5 2 heats later because
You were in the seat?
I was the empty spot.
Where are you?
I was right there. I was just letting you know I moved myself.
How'd you move
called me
yourself?
up 'cause I don't know. I was able to touch it and be able to move.
You're not supposed to be able to do that. Oh, because I'm logged in as me. Oh, so you're handled.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was just you called me. I just didn't want you to be like,
Okay,
where's
yeah.
3 at?
So you were in heat number 2.
Yeah, I was race 3.
Gotcha.
So maybe you can bump that one up. It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't know. Shames, are you ready to fly now if I moved you up one? He says, no, he can't. Okay, no problem. You got to break a 1. That was heat number 10. Let's see if we got any shuffling in our leaderboard. Nailed moving up 2 spots into 25th with 93.5 on his fast 2 laps. Ches FPV up into 18th with a 79.9. Right now on the bubble in 16th, 77 seconds on your fast 2 laps consecutive. And a little update, we have someone who's in the top 10 who says, you know what, I'm due for some sleep. Yesterday was a long day, don't run me. So 17th now is the bubble. And deja vu all over again from open earlier today. That's going to be Z Stone in 17th that right now has moved up into the bubble position in 16th. We got Ethan FPV moving up 7 spots. He's in the top 16. His fast 2 laps, 76 seconds put him in 12th. And that is match number 10, qualifying round number 10, heat number 10, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it in the past. We're now ready for 11. Trinks, Propsicle, Ches FPV, Cali FPV, Killian FPV, Yuki, and Zenith, you are up. Which means on deck will be heat number 12, Amari, Pino, Shames, Z-Stone, Yuki, and SFPV in the hole. Din, Bon FPV, Free, Red 5, and J Box, your next ones to work. Huh? Yeah. Because we're doing qualifying, we want it over in half the time. But the bracket is only going to be 4. The bracket is 4.
Sure.
We're not in brackets, we're in qualifying.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm doing a top 16. No, yeah.
On the block right there.
Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna say you brought me in to like to try to consolidate, but it looks like round 15 is just in front of us.
Okay, you want to go to like...
No, I'm saying move him into round 14 so that we can get the Z's.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one
I
in
don't
there.
know his number. All right, pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. So I got to move him to race band 20.
Alright, fine. Cool. That'll consolidate so we save a heat.
Can you remove Zenith out of the queue? He's just in the queue. He couldn't run. Is it possible?
Okay, I'm not going to run around 15, so he's going to have to sign up for some.
Killian FPV 34.7. Caliph 36.3. Yuki 36.5. Shez 38.7. Trinks 37 flat.
Getting caught up here behind the scenes. Infernalistic, I moved you a heat and a channel. You're going to go to race band 3 when you're back in match 14, which is 4 heats away, including the one that's in the air. We're looking at that bubble right now, 17th, and that is your fast 2 laps, a minute 18. So 39 seconds per lap, what we're looking for to make the cut of our top 16 at our Pro Spec race at Mayhem number 9. You're just joining us. We are doing qualifying. This is our 4th last heat of qualifying. Then we'll take a pause as I build some brackets. We're going to run a championship top 16, and it'll be a good time.
15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Killian FPV 35.4. 2. Yuki 36 1. Flat. Caliph 41.6. Shez 38.9. Trinks 38.7. Killian FPV 35.1. Yuki 35.4.
So, question coming in here, what's our format? Yeah, we are going to run one bracket. It is the top 16 that we are aiming to get into. And I know, yeah, there's a lot to bring that ProSpec frame here, but we do want to get the balance of the event tore down before the dark. I know we have the stadium lights, but we have things to do here. That was Heat 11, Yuki having the best move there, up into third. Minute 11 on his fast 2 consecutive. What were his fast 2 to do that? A 36 and a 35. Cali FPV also with the PB personal best, a 36 and a 37 on laps 1 and 2 of the 3 she accomplished. That puts her in 9th. Trinks Baguette finishing up right now in 10th. That was a personal best round as well. A minute 13 on the fast 2 laps recorded. That was laps 1 and 2 of the 3, 37 and a 36. And then Ches FPV as well in, well, that was in 18th. So right now we're looking at 17th is our cutoff. There's one person in the top 16 who is going to take a knee on this one. So Ferry is on the bubble in 17th for advancing to our top 16 of ProSpec here this afternoon. And right now on the bubble, 2 laps, a minute 16.6. That is 38 seconds per lap on the bubble. That was heat number 11, getting set to bring in the next one. That is going to be 12, of course. Amari, Pino, Shame, Z-Stone, Yuki, SFPV, you're up. On deck, round number 13, Din, Bon FPV, Free, Red 5, J-Box, and in the hole, round 14, which is our final round. If you need packs or you need to slide in here, use an open spot. Round 14 is our last one with Din, Infernalistic, Ethan FPV, and SFPV. I want to take a little look here. I think, yeah, that gets everyone to their max out 3 qualifying Zippy Q round. So Pod is right, not expecting anyone else. Mathematically, we could have condensed here a little bit, but I know there are some repairs happening behind the scenes. I think Zenith is the only one that we're going to try and slide in if he gets a repair. Yeah, Zenith only has 2 rounds, didn't get off the blocks, and called it in before we took off on that one. So, and Zenith right now looking to make that top 16. So all of Team Canada helping their boy into that one. Pilots are walking to the line here for match number 12. Getting set for, again, that top 16. And right now that is on the bubble in 17th as we have one taking a knee. 76.6, so 38 seconds per lap. 38.3 seconds per lap times 2. And what a bubble it is, too. A minute 16 is the bubble. A minute 16.3, Ethan in 15th. A minute 16.4 is Bosley in 16th. A minute 16.6, Ferry in 17th. And Ches FPV a minute 16.9. We're talking tenths of a second. Shame should be on 3, yes. As I like to say, the channel you scanned it on. That's the one that you're on. Follow your nose. It always knows. We're stoked to have each and every one of you with us on the MultiGP YouTube channel. We are qualifying. Then I'm going to build some brackets, and then we'll get into our top 16 for ProSpec. Going to do a really quick pilot briefing as well. I'll need my top 16 to slide up so we can have a little conference. 3 heats away from bracket building. Hooked FPV says you guys are at it again. We're going green. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. They have asked me who's qualified thus far. Well, I'll read you the top 17, knowing that one of them is not going to be competing. As of this point, again, that could change. We still have the 2 heats to follow this one. This is our third last heat of qualifying. Right now on the bubble in 17th Ferry. 16th is Bosley, 15th is Ethan FPV, 14th is Taxu, 13th is Wild Type, 12th is T-Dog, 11th is Long XL, 10th is Trinks Baguette, 9th is Cali FPV, 8th is SFPV, 7th is Limon, 6th is Pork Chop FPV, 5th is Propsicle, 4th is Mr. Charles, 3rd is Yuki, 2nd is Amari, and our top qualifier is Killian FPV. Again, the bar that we are shooting for right now, 2 laps in a minute and 16. So a pair of 38s to make the cut to advance to our top 16 of Pro Spec here in Mayhem number 9 in Carrollton, Texas, just outside of Dallas. 81 degrees, sun is up, wind is opposite direction as it was yesterday, but as strong as it was yesterday. There's 2 laps for Amari. He's he's qualifying in the number 2 spot right now. He is about on pace with lap 2 is a good one for Amari. Looks like he just went down on lap 3. He right now sat with 2 laps in a minute 10, and he just had a 35. Could have used another one, maybe a 34. Had he done a 34 on lap 3, that could have given him back the TQ spot. But right now he's second on our leaderboard by 0.1. Just under a second, half a second per lap on his fast 2, and don't think anything's going to change there. 5 seconds remaining here on this clock as it counts down. Yuki getting 3 in. Yuki was pretty big in open, winning open earlier. He just got onto lap number 4. He's going to stay out there for lap 4. Last time we saw him was just moments ago. He had a 71.5, and right now he's sitting with a 35, 36, 35. This next one need to be a 34. He is going to bring it down, so no changes there. As we look to the rest of the changes, Shames climbing up 2 spots into 22nd with a 79.0. Pino climbing up 11 spots into 20th with a 77.2. And that is going to do it for match number 12 right there. Getting set for your next one. It is our second last heat of qualifying. This is number 13. Going to bring up Din, Zenith, Bon FPV, Free, Red 5, and J-Box next to work, which means on deck our final heat of qualifying. Din, Nailed, Infernalistic, Ethan FPV, and SFPV. Your final 2 heats to take a kick at that 2 laps a minute 16. So I know I talked a lot of numbers there. 15th is a minute 16.3. 18th is a minute 16.9. 0.6 of a second. The spread of positions, 15, 16, 17, 18, and with one pilot taking a knee, 17th is now our bubble in Pro Spec. This is our 9th edition of Mayhem. We've done this 9 times, and what a great time it has been each and every time. Of course, we do want to thank our local corporate and national partners bringing you Mayhem, such as Team Black Sheep, TBS, Real Serious Toys. We also want to thank Superior One Roofing. Why have just a regular one when you can have a superior one? Fox here, along with Drones at School, Gem Fan, Beta FPV, HD0, Radio Master, HQ Prop, T-Motor, iFlight, of course our host here, Dallas Drone Racing. Eight. Also T Hobby, Emax, 533. Pilot Institute, Orca, Rect, Newbie Drone, and We Bleed FPV, our roster. Great partners here. Mayhem number 9. 4:51 p.m. Gonna kick off our bracket here and get think closer to the top of the hour. It's not gonna take me too long to run brackets. Earlier today, I think we tried to start at 10:30. We didn't start that far off of it. It was before 11 that we went green. We started with our open class this morning, did qualifying. Now, obviously with open 5-inch, the little shorter, and so we gave them 4 packs of qualifying on the track. No practice of the pilots. We're already competing yesterday in the 12 hours of team racing. I mean, 8 hours in sky of team racing, nonstop enduro. Didn't really need to run a practice, and some were like, well, what about a practice? I'm like, well, think of your first one as a practice, the other 3 as quals. Here we've transitioned into our Pro Spec. We've given them 3. As you've seen, we're seeing a lot of these Pro Spec quads going 2.5 minutes in the air. So we had 33 different pilots competing in open earlier. And our congratulations to Big Ramon. He was second runner-up, 3rd in our podium in the next 16. Bon FPV was our reserve champion of our next 16 of open, and Long XL won the next 16 division of our open class. Then as we ran yesterday with RPM limits and here today in the open with none, our podium was decided earlier. Wild Type was your second runner-up, 3rd on our podium. It was a one and done race. Pork Chop was in 3rd, but Pork Chop crashed bad, and that opened the door for Wild Type to slide up into 3rd. So Wild Type getting a piece of the podium, second runner-up. Killian FPV pulled up 2nd in open, and Yuki FPV, our 2023 World Cup champion, was a top qualifier and won our open division earlier. They got the championship cups, and on our podium, they also won one of these VIP. Could be $1 million. $1 million scratchers rounding out our podium here on individual racing day. If you were with us during Mayhem, the team race, the endurance race yesterday, you may have heard that Chris Thomas, our founder and CEO, was the VIP Diamond guest. They handed him that card when he checked in at the Holiday Inn Express, and so he was Friday's VIP Diamond guest at the Holiday Inn Express. So he rolled in this morning with some prizes for the podium. He says, I would just want to pass the torch, VIP for everybody. And who knows, Yuki might win $1 million. He got our first scratcher. And here this afternoon, our top 3 in Pro Spec are also going to have a chance to get $1 million. This could be the second ever $1 million drone race. The first one in 2015. No, early 2016, the first $1 million drone race. This could potentially be the second ever $1 million drone race here at Mayhem. Now, if Yuki wins, does he actually tell anybody? That is the big question. I have video on R8, yeah. J-Box should be R8. It's, oh, what's the OSD says? Zenith. Zenith is on, should be on R2. Zenith is on the wrong channel. Now we're getting it figured out. It's always the last qualifier, right? But we're here to help. How much did we win?
I think I won 41, one prize of $50.
$50. Big Ramon won $50 on his scratcher. How about it? So far, guys, this is a $50 grand prize pool. But dare I say, would it be $1,050 prize pool? That means it's the world's richest drone race, right? By $50. Virginia, geez, says lottery tickets for winning prizes. Yeah, just won Big Ramon $50. Good luck, pilots. We're going green. Last chance to get in that top 17. You need 2 laps in 38. Good luck. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. So this is our final heat. I'm going to build brackets and then do a very brief pilot briefing, and then we're going to get into our Pro Spec Championship Top 16 here at Mayhem. If you're just joining us, that means at about 5:15, we should be starting with match number 1, maybe sooner. It does take me a minute to build brackets and prep, but we have to change some antennas on the ground stations, and then we'll get into our big show. Looking like some issues there for Din on his first lap. Clock just warming up to run, and with these ProSpec frames, we're able to go pretty much the full 2+ minutes. Looking for your fastest 2 laps in sequence. There's J-Box across the line. There's Free. There's Zenith, red 5. Bon FPV gets onto that lead lap. Lap number 2, we're at the midway point, just over a minute in, 55 seconds remaining here on the master race clock. And issues for Zenith crashing out, issues for J-Box. J-Box was just running as an exhibition. You got Free, you got red 5. Free and red 5, your last 2. Now Zenith back up. Free's leading this right now, guys. Free's about to go on to lap number 3. Red 5 trying to catch up to him. More issues again there for Zenith. And Free is your leader onto lap number 3. No stranger to the ProSpec frame. Red 5, 3.6 seconds back behind him, giving chase, as it were. 15 seconds remaining until its last lap. Zenith gets onto his 3rd lap, even with those issues. 42 and a 56. Red 5 has a 44 and a 38. Free has a 43 and a 40. Looking for a pair of 48 or 38s. That means Free needs a 36 on this next lap if he has a chance to break it. He gets across the line, and his last lap is a 40. So 3 for Free. That is going to put him 24th with a minute 20 on his fast 2 laps. 3 for red 5. His last 2, his fast 2, pair of 38s. That puts him in 18th. A minute 16.8. So 1/10 of a second separating our cut. That'll be in our 16 competing pilots of 17 positions. 3 for Zenith. His first one and his last one were his fast 2. 42 and a 45, but it is your top 2 consecutive. So this time we got to look at a lap 1, 42, lap 2, 56. And that is a personal best for Zenith, 98.9 on his 2, putting him 29th. And that concludes qualifying. Gonna build some brackets and get set for our top 16. Now, who made the cut? Here is what I got. Ferry in 17th, making the cut because we're dropping 1. Bosley in 16th, Ethan FPV in 15th, Taxu in 14th, Wild Type in 13th, T-Dog in 12th, Long XL in 11th, Trinks in 10th, Cali FPV in 9th, SFPV in 8th, Lehman in 7th, Porkchop in 6th, Propsicle in 5th, Mr. Chaws in 4th, 3rd, Yuki, 2nd, Amari, and your top qualifier, Killian FPV. We have one more qualifying round? Oh, yeah, that was only round 13. Thank you, Ethan FPV. That could change, guys. We have one more round. I thought we were done. We got 14. I said we're running 14 as the last one. That was 13. So one more to go with Din, Nailed, Infernalistic, Ethan FPV, and SFPV. SFPV is in there. He's in 8th. Can't get bumped out. Ethan FPV is in 15th. Remember, we're taking 17 pilots, so he can only be bumped out by 2. That leaves Din. He is 20th. He could make the cut, but he is going to need to find 0.4 of a second a lap, 0.8 on his fast 2 to move from 20th into 17th or better. So Din is close to making it in. Infernalistic is 26th right now, minute 22. The cutoff is a minute 16, so 3 seconds a lap. Nailed is 28th right now, minute 33. So got to find a bunch per lap. Hopefully this is a heater. So this now is the official last one. Who's out? You got to go to the airport? You're not in the bracket either? I'm sorry, buddy. We had fun though, right? All right, so There's 2 that aren't going to be able to race in our top 16. Anyone else? Is Ferry with you, SFB? He's staying? Okay. So that, what about Red 5? He's staying? Well, right now that moves Red 5 on the bubble. Now, I know I went through everyone else's times right now saying what you need to do. We are now dropping to 18th, which is still a minute 16. Numbers haven't changed. We have 1 pilot on the launch stands. Why did the day go so long? Want to make sure that everyone had a good time here on Championship Sunday individual racing. Started a little later so everyone could sleep in, and just after 10:30 we commenced our open qualifying, and we had 32 pilots, and so didn't want to eliminate everybody, so we ran a top 16 and a next 16 in Mayhem style heats of 8, and so we did heats of 8, 16 and 16. That meant it was 6 races, which was a double elimination bracket, and so we ran them in sequence. We did the next 16 heat 1, the top 16 heat 1, back and forth all the way through to the end, so there are no back-to-back, and it was a good time. All right, pilots, we're going green. You know what you need to do. Get in the air and go fast. Arm your quads, live on the tone, less than 5. So this is the final heat of qualifying. Then I build brackets. Then we have our pilot briefing. Then we go into our Pro Spec top 16 here in Mayhem number 9 inside of a sunny Sunday afternoon in Carrollton, Texas. We started with 5 and we still have 5. And I just got an update that Bosley is going to head to the airport as well. So he qualified 16th. He was legit 16th, so that's going to drop us 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is going to put Ches now in our 16 pilots invited. Minute in, a minute still to go. We have dropped 3. If I miss one more guy, you're in. Are you going to the airport? Yeah, you're on the bubble. If one more guy pulls, you're in. 10 seconds remaining. Finish up the lap that you're on. SFPV just going to make a statement, rounding out Mayhem. 36, 37, 38 for SFPV. We'll take the 37, 38. Not as fast as earlier. Going to finish up top 10 in qualifying. 1 in the air, that's Infernalistic. Very soon, yeah. Infernalistic 2, a lapse in the session. Looks like everyone's down. And we're going to retrieve some quads. Once again, I'm going to build some brackets. Is there anyone else that is... 1, 2, 3. Anyone else that is going to pull out? Right now I have Ches. Ches, are you still in? We still have Ches. Ches, you're good to go, right? You're in? Ches is in. So Ches, Red 5, Ferry, Ethan FPV. We're only doing 16. We're going to do 16. So I'm going to name off some pilots. I've dropped down to 19th. I'll tell you the ones that aren't here. So Ches is in. Red 5 is in. Ferry is in. Bosley is out. Ethan is in. Taxu is in. Wild Type is in. T-Dog is out. Long XL is in. Trinks is in. Callie's in. SFPV is out. Lemon is in.
Yes, sir.
He has nowhere else to be. He came to a drone race. Porkchop FPV is in. Propsicle in. Mr. Chaws in. Yuki in. Amari in. Killian in. That is going to be our 16. I'm going to build some brackets here. I'm going to call up those 16 pilots that were in for our pilot briefing, and then we'll get into our pro spec here. Those watching on our live stream here, we should be back in less than 10 minutes with our first heat. Maybe we'll stream our pilot briefing as well. Not going to be very exciting, but we will be back with you in just a little bit. Going to do some administration. If we can refrain from flying over the course, we got to change some antennas. All right, here is your ever so brief pilot briefing for the championship top 16 of Pro Spec. I've built the heat sheets. They are at multigp.live/please. multigp.live/please. We're only going to use 4 channels. Those 4 channels are 1, 3, 6, 8. We are putting all right-hand antennas on our ground stations. So if you are using the ground station and you care about polarity, put your quad on right hand. If you are already dialed in on your goggles and your quad on left hand and you want to stay that way, it is okay. We have separated everyone enough. We're only going to use 1, 3, 6, 8. Obviously, you want optimum performance for our live stream or the ground station. You want to be on the same polarity, but we're going to run that way. I don't have to worry about antennas. I just have to worry about channel changes. We go through our bracket. Please follow along on the heat sheet as we go through multigp.live/please to know your next channel assignment, your next heat assignment. We're going to take off from the tables just like we were. We'll have a hole shot rule when we get down to match 11, down to the final 8. Hole shot is going to be our start-finish gate. So contact resulting in a crash before the start-finish gate, we will rerun it. False starts are in play. Those are going to stay with you for the round. If you false started the round, you will... I think the first one's a warning, the next one's a DQ. If memory serves me right, I'd have to look it up. Don't make me look it up. Any questions, comments, or otherwise? And I think just like what we saw with our open, when we get to the end, it is going to be a one-and-done final when we get to the end. No chase ace, so we can start tearing down, do other things. So 14 races to crown our podium and champion of Pro Spec here today. Just making a couple adjustments here behind the scenes. Please, please, please get on your channel. Be ready for your heat. And those heat sheets, multigp.live/please. PLEASE. Please get on your channel. I'd like to start here ASAP as soon as possible. And so that we can get this party started. All you guys did was change antennas, so you're just swapping cables. You have 1, 3, 6, 8. Those are your
I didn't
channels.
touch any.
So you can set at the scene 1, 3, 6, 8.
Yeah.
Okay, you're set. So I can start.
You only your seats are wrong though. You got to do 1, 2, 3, 4 on 1, 3, 6, 8.
I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
You only have 2 people in the first run.
How did that fall over?
Being on the DVR, you only got to move.
Epic. Are you sure? Or do you need 1, 3, 6, 8? Well, you have the 8-way up still. right. MultiGP.live/please. PLEASE. So, heat number 1, Yuki, race band 1, Pork Chop FPV, Wild Type, race band 6, Fairy, race band 8, Pork Chop is race band 3. I don't know if I said that. That's the first heat. Y'all can walk out to the line. Heat number 2 is going to be Amari, race band 1, Lehman, race band 3, Long XL, race band 6, Ches FPV, race band 8. Heat number 3, Mr. Chaws, race band 1, Propsicle, race band 3, Taxu, race band 6, Ethan FPV, race band 8. And heat number 4, Killian FPV, race band 1, Cali FPV, race band 3, Trinks, race band 6, Din, race band 8. Heat number 1 is where we're going on. It is our traditional top 16 double elimination pro spec, and the wind picking up and me getting some of that barbecue and steak cravings. No chase ace at the end. All right, our first 4 pilots getting set to fly. They are ready. In this one, you have the number 17 seed today, Fairy, the number 13 seed, Wild Type, the number 6 seed, Pork Chop, and the number 3 seed, highest seed in this one, which is Yuki. Our pilots are ready to go green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by. I think behind the scenes we may have done something to the scoring computer. That's a standby. Still standing by. Still standing by. Someone clicked off the scoring computer. It's now fixed. All right, pilots, take a breath and rearm your quads. We are live again in less than 5. There's Go Tone. We are off to the races. Wild Type, Pork Chop, Fairy. Where's Yuki? Where's Yuki? How many pilots do you have? I'm not getting reading. I don't have video or reading. I didn't get a lap or anything. looks like we are finishing things up here. Wild Type 1 and 2, Pork Chop finishing up second. Third going to go to Fairy, and brutal video issues there for Yuki. And so going to try and fix up things in the quad, and that is our first one done right there.
These overlays on the DVR, right? I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, they are. No, they're not. T-Dog. These aren't people in this race.
What's the
Is it double limit?
Double elimination.
What chapter?
1368. And before we roll out this next heat, we're just going to go into a slight holding pattern. We have a lot of things going on here. A lot of things going on. We changed everything. We changed a lot of things. We condensed things down to 4 seats. And that is affecting some of our broadcast setup here behind the scenes. Didn't affect our race. But I got Wild Type first, Pork Chop second, third going to Fairy, fourth to Yuki FPV. Yuki FPV was your high seat in that one with brutal video. And so we going to wish him the best of luck as he will now go into our redemption bracket along with Fairy. They're going to come back in match number 5. No channel changes. And no channel changes for Wild Type and Pork Chop FPV going into our winners bracket. No channel changes, no channel changes. And before we roll out this next heat, if we can just go into a slight holding pattern, we don't need you to power up as of yet. We just need a minute or 2 before we're ready for our next heat. Little bit of an update there behind the scenes that Yuki was running without an antenna on that one. Not sure what happened. We swapped everyone to right-hand polarization, and maybe he was mid-antenna swap there, and so a little bit of bad luck, but not the worst. Third overall in qualifying, and third in qualifying has him with an advantage. Going into that redemption bracket, we saw our first ever collegiate drone race champion come out of the redemption bracket. Same sort of thing. First round, boom, third or fourth into that redemption bracket. Gives you an extra pack over everyone that goes into our final in the winners bracket. But that was just a little bit of bad luck right there. A couple more things here happening behind the scenes. Again, we appreciate your patience. Pilots on the line. We appreciate your Russian. We're still waiting a little bit. Yeah. We're waiting. You're waiting on us. We weren't waiting on you is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Okay, I got thumbs up. Everyone understands the deal. We're just adjusting some things here in the truck. Appreciate it. Ninth edition of Mayhem. We have so many tools and toys bring you this broadcast around the globe. Over 4,100 views at the tail end of the 12 hours of Mayhem yesterday. And great signal quality. We've been pumping things out, diver down, producing our live streams at 2K to the MultiGP YouTube channel. 2K 60 frames a second. That's why it looks so good when it's blown up on your big screen. But the kryptonite of any live stream, of anything, anywhere, is the internet. We are in a bowl, and we have tried hotspots. We've tried sending emails. It has been a mess over the last few years. Last year, we always try and have a judges stream and a broadcast stream, and just trying to get one of them to work with the signal has been tough. This year, we were doing a judges stream and our broadcast, going over 3 Starlinks and 2 cell phone routers and a cell phone. We were able to bond it, and we had probably the best signal up and some great racing captured and shared with the globe yesterday. Mayhem number 9. If you've yet to check out the race, it is saved forever in posterity on the, or posterity, should Google that word. Is it posterity? Posterity? On the MultiGP YouTube channel. Posterity. Yeah, with the T. I think that's what I said the first time. What do we think? That's just the DVR one, though, right? So I can go. All right, we appreciate your patience, pilots. We are now ready for you as we roll out the red carpet. This is heat number 2, Pro Spec Top 16, Mayhem number 9. In this one, we have the number 19 seed, Ches FPV, the number 11 seed, Long XL, Limon, the number 7 seed, and Amari, the number 2 seed. At one point, he was our TQ on our leaderboard, but they nickeled and dimed him a little bit. And so he comes in, high seed here in match number 2. Could advance up in our winners bracket. Of course, this is a preliminary round. Top 2 go to the winners bracket, match number 6. Bottom 2 in our redemption bracket, match number 5. Running our MultiGP Pro Spec. Of course, you can get your Pro Spec frame at Fly533. Got some big races, Pro Spec races around the globe. A lot of excitement when the first Pro Spec event set everything in motion. Frost FPV says, Scully, how many dead lipos on Mayhem? I forgot to ask. I don't know if we've cleaned up the pile. There isn't a bin. We just have a pile of lipos here at Mayhem. See if I can get the... Is the pile still here? Oh, she's... Doesn't look like the biggest pile. I thought I was going to go see a Mount Lipo. I probably saw about 40 lipos in that pile at its biggest, and I know some people taking them other places. There are a lot of expended batteries over the course of this weekend. I think 40 would be a very conservative number. Heat number 2, double elimination, top 16 Pro Spec at Mayhem with Amari, Lehman, Long XL, and Ches FPV. On deck will be Mr. Chow's Propsicle Taxu, Ethan FPV, and the whole Killian, Cali FPV, Trinks, and Din. Say hello to a Drago joining us, Josh Gibson as well. We're about to go green. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. There's Go Tone. See if we get a good start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, sir. 3-lap races. Issues for Limon. See if he's able to recover. He's on his lid. Looked like he was getting the whole shot. He dropped down to 3rd. He's trying to recover his craft remotely. Long XL, your leader, but Ches FPV and Mamari right with them around that We Bleed Cube section there moments ago. Long XL just holding off Amari by a hair, but go on board now with the Mari. You got Long XL just in his sights. You want to go along for the ride, and right behind them, Ches FPV. Of course, the top 2 advancing in our winners bracket, bottom 2 in our redemption bracket. Will Ches catch up? I don't know, but this was a good one to watch there for a little bit. Long XL led most of lap number 1, but as we go into lap number 2, it's Amari, Long XL, and now Ches FPV, 1, 2, and 3. A second from first to second, a second from second to third on this one, continuing to chase Amari at that cube. Ches FPV now making a stronger move, big push. And now it's Long XL back in the lead. Long XL, Amari, Ches FPV your running order here on lap number 2. They still have another lap to go. ProSpec Racing, Mayhem number 9 in Carrollton, Texas. With Dallas Drone Racing, we're stoked to be here. Yes, sir. White flag flying. Long XL. Amari separated by 0.3 of a second. Ches FPV is in the hunt. 1.9 seconds back. Now I'm watching at line of sight. And this is some good watching right here. Long XL and Amari are doing their thing. Now it's Amari ahead of Long XL. Holy, talk about chase cam after chase cam here. This is the final lap. The question is, does Ches FPV catch up to the show? Or is it Long XL and Amari all the way on this one here in match number 2? Getting set to wave a checkered flag over here at Arena Center. And it's going to be Amari just ahead of Long XL by 0.9 of a second. So your highest seed got this one, but Long XL definitely held his own there, was leading it for the longest time. Long XL moving up with Amari in our winner's bracket. And that is going to take Ches FPV and Limon down into our redemption bracket. And we'll hit the finish race button, get ready to bump up Amari and Long XL. Channel change for Long XL, race band 8. Long XL to race band 8. Channel change for Ches FPV, you're going to race band 6. We'll take Long XL on race band 8 with Amari to match number 6. Ches FPV and Lehman to match number 5, and Ches FPV with the channel change. And again, you can follow along those heat sheets as they update dynamically at multigp.live/please. Please, sir, can I have my channel? Please, multigp.live/please. Thank you, Red 5. Good luck getting to that airport. No traffic right now. It's the main thing. Match number 3. We have the number 15 seed, Ethan FPV, the number 14 seed, Taxu, the number 5 seed, Propsicle, the number 4 seed, Mr. Chaws. Some pretty good watching right here. Four pro class pilots getting sent to race in pro spec. Propsicle finished up 5th at the MultiGP Championship the last 2 years. He was on our podium about 4 years ago, top 3 in the world, MultiGP drone racing. Not bad following that up, huh? Top 5, 20... Let's just go top 10. Let's go top 10. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. 5 years in a row, top 10. Propsicle. He's only 1 position back in qualifying behind Mr. Chouse. They're your high 2 seeds in this one, but Taxu and Ethan FPV ready to bring the heat in match number 3. On deck will be match number 4 with Killian, Callie, FPV, Trinks, and Din. On deck will be match number 5 with Ferry, Yuki, FPV, Limon, and Ches. And in the hole, match number 6 with Wild Type, Pork Chop, FPV, Amari, and Long XL. Ninth edition of Mayhem. Brought to us in part by We Bleed FPV. We fly, we strive, we bleed. FPV.com. Along with Newbie Drone, we're the only places that you can find those new Orca box goggles. Everything you need at newbiedrone.com. Let's go green, pilots. Arm your quadcopters. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Up like a shot we go. Whole shot going to go to Taxu for getting through. And this pro spec, obviously larger quads following along. Should be seeing more flash bulbs popping. We've had lead change after lead change on this one. And looks like Propsicle has now pushed himself just ahead of everyone else. Then Mr. Charles, then Ethan FPV, then Taxu. Taxu was just thinking, how sweet does this look? I have 3 quads within 15 feet in front of me, and we're all going inverted. It's not about the footy. That's on the live stream. Let's just get the checkered. It is a 3-lap race as we get set to bring him around on lap 1. There's Propsicle. No, Ethan FPV just had a Propsicle. A little bit of a change there. A little pass on the final turn. Ethan, Propsicle, Mr. Charles, Taxu. We're looking at 3.5 seconds separating our entire field. Now Propsicle up into the lead as he goes that We Bleed dive cube. Mr. Chouse up into second. Taxu in third. We're going to catch up here with Ethan FPV at that dive cube. They're on lap number 2, still with another lap to go. And Propsicle now starting to pull away a little bit. Mr. Chouse and Taxu not too far behind him on lap number 2. And we're getting set to wave a white flag this time around. A white flag. One more to go. And Propsicle and Mr. Chow separated by 1.3 seconds. Taxu closest to the transfer position. He's 2 seconds back behind Mr. Chaws and Propsicle. Propsicle now doing that sweeping turn to the dive cube. Mr. Chow's through the dive cube. Taxu bouncing off the bar of the dive cube, and now he's through. And here comes Ethan FPV to that dive cube through. And so a little bit of gap in separation, third and fourth behind your top 2. Propsicle and Mr. Chows just need to finish up this lap, and they're advancing into our winner's bracket as we get set to wave that checkered flag. This may be one of our tighter finishes. There's Propsicle across the line. 0.9 of a second back, Mr. Chows to pull up second. And we get set to take them up to match number 8. No channel changes. And that'll give third to Taxu, fourth to Ethan FPV. We'll take them to match number 7. No channel changes. No channel changes. That was match number 3. For match number 4, Din, Trinks, Cali FPV, Killian FPV next to work. On deck, match number 5, Ches FPV, Lehman, Yuki FPV, and Ferry. In the hole, Long XL, Amari, Porkchop FPV, and Wild Type. Getting set for match number 4. We also want to thank our friends at Wrecked. They brought us our sideline reporters yesterday at the Mayhem 12-hour team race. And definitely one of the highlights of the broadcast for many, those watching at home, those even watching it happen here in the house as well. I want to give you a timestamp. What I want you to do is write this down somewhere. You need to go to yesterday's first half of the broadcast. It was chopped into 2. So the first section, which was about 11 hours, you got to go 7 hours, 30 minutes, 26 seconds in for the greatest live stream broadcast from a drone race interview in the history of drone racing. 7 hours, 30 minutes, 26 seconds in. The guest on the stream with Elisa is Dante, and it is, again, greatest thing I think I've ever seen on the MultiGP YouTube channel. That says a lot. I've seen almost everything happening here on this channel. All of our live stream reporting brought to you by Wrecked, thanks to Silva, camera guy, Elisa, and Limon as well, bringing you that behind-the-scenes experience. And it was all brought to you by Wrecked, WREKD.com, your online FPV superstore. That's where my family shops. Thank you to Wrecked. We also want to thank Orca, timing and scoring for Mayhem, team racing, and individual racing as well, powered by the Orca/Immersion RC Lap RF. Got the new one, the V2, has PoE in it, GPS, much, much more. Making it happen. Thank you to Orca. They are more than just empty marketing buzz. Every product they release is judged by how it improves the real-world experience. OrcaFPV.com. That's Orca like a whale, ORQA. Well, we should turn on that closed captioning. We're going to bring in 2 of our special guests here from France. We have Trinks and Killian FPV from France. They were on yesterday's reserve championship team, Team Canada, along with Din from California, Cali FPV from Missouri. Of course, Killian FPV, our top qualifier here in Pro Spec and our reigning MultiGP World Cup champion. International Open 2024. Look on the left-hand side of the screen. There's the 2023 event. We don't like to dip too much in the political stuff, but an international field here at Mayhem, and we are proud to have them. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone. Oh, stand by. What happened, Cali, FPV, and Trinks? It was Trinks? Trinks is bad? All right, don't arm. I think we just fell off the launch stand, right? That wasn't, I think we just armed and it fell off. It was just leaning. Is that what we think? I think it fell off on an arm. I don't think he touched the throttle. I mean, I was half watching. So, you think the props touched? They were just too close together? Okay, cool. No harm, no foul, no false starts or anything there. That was quite interesting, Trinks. See how close Trinks put his quad beside Callie's, and look how close he's sitting beside her in the flight line as well. What's going on, Trinks? This next one's about to go green. Just waiting for final confirmation. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Up and at 'em we go. Beautiful sight, beautiful sound, and we are underway with a clean start. Callie FPV with the whole shot, and she's going to drop down into second behind Killian FPV. Killian and Callie, that's going to be a fun one to say right there. Trinks up into third, Din running fourth. You can see that we bleed dive cube all across the field there on the bottom, and that means this is a tight race for sure. 0.4 of a second separating them back at the line at the launch stands. The whole shot gate, as it were, and now you're seeing Killian put a little bit more room between him and the rest of the field. He is your top qualifier, and he goes on to lap 2, 2 seconds back. Callie in second, Din 2.7 seconds behind Callie for the transfer position, and Trinks on that lead lap as well. He is 3.8 seconds back from our transfer position. That's the top 2 go into the winner's bracket. This is a preliminary race. No eliminations will be coming in at this point. This is just to shuffle them up into our bracket. 3-lap races, and the reigning World Cup champion Killian, our top qualifier here, the 2025 Pro Spec race at Mayhem, is on fire. One more lap to go for Killian. Vite, rapidement. Callie FPV 4 seconds back in second, but Callie and Killian are 4 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Din and Trinks right now on top of each other in a battle for third, fourth. And anything could happen here, but really we just need Killian and Callie to finish up those laps. And Callie's trying to go full send to reel in Killian. It's kind of like taking us back to a year ago. See what we get done. There, Killian, you can see the wind grabbing his quad a little bit, but he's no worse for wear. They fly in windy conditions over there, and he's going to get his first win. Ironman mode engaged for the reigning World Cup champ and our top qualifier here in Pro Spec, Killian with the W. Callie FPV crossing over the line 5 seconds back in second. Then we drop 5 seconds back to Trinks in third. And then 0.4 of a second back, Din in fourth. So Din was just kind of teasing Trinks during that effort right there. And so we'll take Trinks and Din. They seem to like flying together. Let's take them together further on in the competition. Trinks and Din going to go to match number 7. That is in our redemption bracket, and a channel change for both of them. Trinks to race band 1, Din to race band 7. Trinks 1, Din 7. When you guys come back in match number 7, channel changes for Killian and Callie as well. Killian race band 6, Callie race band 8. When you both come back in match number 8. And if that was too quick to remember, or someone asks you a question while you're trying to remember that, multigp.live/please will get you to our heat sheets as they update dynamically. So it's our first round done, 4 races through, and now we've shuffled them into the winner's bracket and the redemption bracket. In the redemption bracket, if someone is third or fourth, they are going to finish up their journey. They're not going to make it to our final here this afternoon. Top two, though, will stay alive in our redemption bracket. In the winners bracket means everyone still has a third or fourth in them. They can do one if they need to. I'm sure they wouldn't choose to, but winners bracket, they're still fine. Redemption bracket, got to be top two to stay alive in the competition. We are in our first matchup on the left-hand side of our redemption bracket. This is Ferry, Yuki FPV, Lehman, and Ches FPV. Preliminary round of the redemption bracket. Top two advancing to match number 9. Bottom two, third or fourth, going to finish in that 13 to 16 range overall here in Pro Spec. We also want to thank our friends at Pilot Institute. They are recognized as the official MultiGP Part 107 training provider. Pilot Institute offers courses on drones and airplanes from world-class experts. Pass the Part 107 or private pilot exam and take to the skies. pilotinstitute.com. We also want to thank Din Drones, dindrones.com. Check out the V2 Din Drones battery box. It will keep you flying, charging, and flying throughout the day, and it is TSA certified. You can take the Din Drones V2 battery box on a plane with you. That's a big asset, easy to charge, and using those 18650s inside those cells, so it is safe to have under the seat of your car. That's where you store it. And thanks to Din Drones being one of our sponsors, the team race. They also sponsored a team. They're also one of our season partners as well. Thank you, Din Drones. This is the MultiGP Pro Spec, and we are running that Pro Spec that you can find yours at fly533.com. That's 533, the choice of champions and best customer support in the industry. Fast, light, durable, racing, freestyle, long range. We love 533. Mondo is the designer, the engineer, of course, the test pilot, head of the company, the spokesperson. Evan Turner heads up FPV. They say the choice of champions, it's his choice, but now everyone is on that 533 bandwagon, including MultiGP. That basically became our spec. Thank you, 533, for all that you do for drone racing, the community. Congratulations on all your success on the course and, of course, on the track and in our industry. Looks like we're doing some last-minute adjustments there. Yuki FPV, he's all right. He's excited. He just won Open. He got the cup, and he got the $1 million scratcher. I think he's saving it. Big Raymond got a scratcher, brought it over. He won 50 bucks. How much more money will we give out? Mayhem Pro Spec race. Ferry, Yuki, Lehman, and Ches FPV. Your next 4 set to fly. This is match number 5. Ches FPV making the trip down from Illinois. Ferry making the trip back to Dallas from California. Yuki from Japan. And Limon from here in Texas. Let's go, green contenders. Arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Up and at him we go. Been watching video issues from Ches all day. He's going to fly through the pain, and they're going to give him the whole shot right now. Ches out front, timing says, but trying to follow along there. Looks like video not so hot. Ches, did you just take off? We're going to call this one back, guys. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Bring it in. We're going to rerun this one. I just want to check your quads. We're going to have you, all 4 pilots, bring your quads over here, because Ches had terrible video, and I don't think he took off, and I'm getting all kinds of lap reads on his channel, so he was being interfered with. If we can bring our 4 quads over here, we can power test them and RF interference test them. If it was you, I'd do the same thing too. I'm gonna do a. I really want to do a signal check.
No failsafe?
No.
Let's just power off, everybody. Just power off.
It's plugged in.
Oh, he's set unplugged. Hey, Doug, come out here. Unplug everybody.
Yeah, let's just do one at a time. Doug, I had something out here. You have it right here. Let's start with Ches.
And you see it right there. That I believe. There's evidence.
That's 6. Should we just bail on this channel?
Oh
Okay,
no, really?
that's the quad. So now he's clear. Oh, let me power test. I think you're fine.
We could bump it to 4.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Okay, then Iman.
We could move it to 2 or 4.
I need a minute before I give
Okay,
any video.
Yuki, right?
Connecting. Alright, now I got video.
Oh, he's plugged in too.
That is super. I think it's too much power, I think. Can you just check?
Yep.
Was that coming in super hot?
check your offset.
What did you see over here? Was he super hot? Compared to
It's still there. He's still on right now.
what's that?
Still on.
Tell him to power off. Power off real quick. He's the problem. Power off real quick. Can you just quickly? Quickly. Sorry.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, he hasn't powered off yet.
No, you just went vertical
Yeah.
to your 10.
Yeah. See? So it's him.
You're on the right channel. Yeah, it seems like you're
He's on 2 channels. He was on 1 and 6.
1 and 6. Maybe the VTX is bad.
Or the antenna.
Ooh, antenna. Do you have a different antenna?
I changed to a new one because I had lost mine.
I test you? I didn't need to test you. Were you in that? Oh, you're in it. Yeah, yeah, we found the problem, but I power tested everyone else. I don't want to leave you out. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Do you know what happens when you do this situation?
I don't know how long it takes for it to turn on.
It's not on.
Give me a second. That was dangerous. Now?
Yes, sir. You're a little low, but you're good. You passed my test.
I can see fine.
All right. We appreciate your patience there. We had a bad antenna on a quad that was on 2 channels, and so we pulled it back. We've fixed it. We've replaced antennas, and now everyone's going to have great video being able to take off. I'll start that race. And as I always say, if it was you, I'd do the same thing too. I want to make sure that the right thing happens there, but I think like Ches gave thumbs up for good video, and then I mean, it's this part of the day I could see someone really pushing us along, so I know thumbs up for good video, all bets are off. But Ches was on the line and his lap times were ringing, so I'm like, well, I don't think you can really, you can't deny that. So making sure that the right things happen. We're going to get them back out to the launch stands. We're going to relaunch this one. This is match number 5. We're now with the roster of pilots that don't have planes to catch for the course of the day. We did extend our open program a little bit later on than we anticipated, and our prospect took a little longer to qualify than we anticipated, but we did come to fly drones, have a good time, and that is what we continue to do. And I think oftentimes, I mean, I've almost been in tears when we've had to pull out the top 5. We didn't really, we lost some qualifiers in the teens, so I think one maybe was 9th or whatever, so a little rough, but we didn't remove a TQ, so not the worst. Thank you to our friends at Emax, 5-star trusted reviews, lowest prices, direct from the manufacturer for parts and accessories for Tiny Hawk, Easy Pilot, Hawk drones. Get top customer support from Emax. T Hobby, the safer propulsion system located in Nanchang, Hero City of China. T Hobby products have been used widely in film and television, agriculture, logistics, engine, emergency rescue, and of course racing. Thank you, T Hobby. I like how we get to spend even more time together just hanging out here in Dallas. What else would you be doing right now? Just hanging out at the room, staring at the wall? You cannot tell me that you'd be packing up all your stuff and finding a park and flying more, right? So it's either hang out with us and watch Prospect Racing, or go back to the hotel room and see if there's any movies on the hotel television. No one is finding a park to go fly. You'd be crazy. I mean, no one loves drone racing more than the next person you're sitting beside here. We're on match number 5, which means we're probably within about 45 minutes or less from crowning a champion. I don't think anyone right now is saying, hey, we're going to swing by, get some fast food, let's go to a park and fly. Is anyone doing that? Make a liar out of me. Who's going to fly a little later on tonight? Nobody. I think we got her flying in. We love Mayhem. Match number 5. Ferry, Yuki, Ches, FEV, and Lehman. Top 2 staying alive. Bottom 2 finishing in that 13 to 16 range of Pro Spec. And what a field it was. We had like just under 30, I think, competing over the course of the day. Let's go green again. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone. Lesson 5. Hearing all kinds of oohs and ahs. And from that, it sounds like there's contact or something, but no, it just looks awesome. When they go full send like that, Yuki is your leader. Lehman has him in his sights. Ferry and Ches running 3rd and 4th. Yuki gapping Lehman by a little bit. Ches FPV, I think, just about flew into the side of Lehman here on the opening lap. Of course, it is a 3-lap race. We're only on the opening lap. And advantage right now to the 2023 World Cup champ, Yuki, pretty high in qualifying here in Prospect. Just one open earlier, trying to hit another podium. And, yeah, it'd be a couple of podiums for him today. Looking at digits, Yuki and Lehman crossing over. It looks like we just got Lehman onto his lead lap there. And something smells a little wonky out there. There is not a happy quad. That might have been Lehman's that went by. Which one is smoking right now? I don't know, Dougie. Dougie has the full screen out. One of those quads is burning cells right now. I'm pretty sure it's Lehman. Lehman is putting on a heck of a show right now, even though he's in 3rd. This is the way to let it end right now as we go. Oh, crash and burn, literally, for Lehman. And we might be down to just 2 right now. Yuki and Ferry. Looks like Ches FPV. Ches FPV is smoking. What happened to Ches FPV is smoking? Do we have 2 quads on fire? There's at least 1. Let's wave a checkered flag. There's Yuki, making it look easy. Ferry has just 3 gates to go here. 4 gates. And there's the checkered. All right, Ferry pulling up 2nd. Yuki and Ferry 1 and 2. Let's retrieve some quads on fire. The win going to Yuki. Yuki going to match number 9. Ferry going to match number 9 as well. Third going to go to, I believe, Ches FPV. Fourth to Lehman. That's just off the top of my head. We lost them both on lap number 2, but we're going. They are inspecting what is going on there. So that one's Ches FPV that's smoking. Oh, that's Lehman that's smoking? Lehman is that's Ches that was putting on the smoke show. Lehman is line of sighting right now. Oh. Yeah, that's, I think what you think, Dougie. I think Lehman started smoking, and his quad is okay, and then Ches just burnt it to the ground like Nickelback. Do what? Oh, it was Ches with the smoke trail? Okay. Lehman's like, what are you talking about me? Chet. Oh, that's why they're flying together. Thank you, Free. Either way, we know one thing. That was freaking awesome, right? How's Chez's quad? Yours is good, right, Lehman? Yeah.
I guess it's too late already to complain about horrible video.
His video was dumb.
Yeah, everyone said who was watching my channel, I was using HDMI cable, just horrible. I kind of still flew on it, but it was.
If I had to describe the AV of this weekend as dog shit, it was his specific.
But it's yeah, it's up to you. I won't be mad.
Yeah, because I sorted out your video issue.
No worries.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Sorry, Lehman.
No worries. Yeah. It's been fun.
But I think you hit something and then it got back.
Yeah, but like that, that was, I hit something because it was bad racing. I even have a secret switch that goes to 100 milliwatts, and even that didn't help.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Next up is going to be Wild Type, Pork Chop, Amari, Long XL, On Deck, Taxu, Ethan, FPV, Trinks, and Dan. In the whole Propsicle, Mr. Chaws, Killian, and Callie. This is a winner's bracket race, match number 6. Lehman was complaining about some video issues, and yeah, his video was pretty rough in that one, but a little tough there as we had a video issue with the group. We already reran it after we sorted out the video issue, but his video was definitely rough before he hit anything. It's just a bad beat right there. Wild Type, Pork Chop, Mari, Long XL. Next one's to work. Oh, let me see. I was behind the scenes. I don't know if there's enough time for it. I don't know. Lehman was right behind Ches FPV's smoke show. Do we have any of it? That's the big question. FPV, I know we were watching it. I'm gonna keep scrubbing. See if we can find a cool clip. Winner's bracket race. You're good? We are going green. Top 2 in this next one, advancing to the semifinal of the winner's bracket. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. We are live on the Tone in less than 5. We are up and at 'em. Whoa. Pork chop, I think, flew into a flag, but no one down on the ground. Wild type and Long XL battling it out at the front on this one. Amari and Pork chop trying to catch up. Mari now up into the number 2 spot. We got a 3-way battle for the lead. Pork chop trying to catch up, and he has caught up. He has the rest of the field in his sights. Wild type now down. It's Amari, Long XL, Pork chop, 1, 2, and 3 here on the opening lap, and now issue there for Long XL. So Amari, Pork chop, Long XL, 1, 2, and 3. Now it's Pork chop just ahead of Amari on to lap number 2. Long XL, 3.4 seconds back from the bump up position to the semifinal of the winner's bracket. Otherwise, it is redemption bracket bound. We'll take him. Wild type with the recovery. He's on that lead lap. 3-lap races here in Pro Spec as the wins pick up in Mayhem. And we continue to chase Pork chop. And who's closest to him? That's Amari. Amari getting by Pork chop right now. They are side by side. All you got is Amari and Pork chop's FPV feed right there. Pork chop pulling ahead again, ahead of Amari, and now Amari pulling ahead of Pork chop. Pork chop had a double back. One more lap to go. They're separated by 1.6 seconds. Amari just ahead of Pork chop. There's Long XL in third, 3.8 seconds back, and there's Wild type. He's about 5.8 seconds back from the transfer position, chasing Amari. He's already out of the cube. Pork chop's not too far behind. He just got out of the cube as well. Now Amari going high in the triple, went to the low side of it, and now we're separated by about 150 feet. Amari ahead of Pork chop for the first and second positions to move up, and looking at Long XL. He has got a gear, but will he catch Pork chop or Amari to stay on the winner side of things? Checkered flag flies for Amari. There's the win of match number 6. Pork chop finishing up second, 2.5 seconds back. How about Pork chop? Will we see another big podium for Pork chop? 2 weekends in a row. Pork chop and Amari going to the semifinal of the winner's bracket. No channel changes. Third going to go to Long XL. Fourth going to go to Wild type. We'll take them to match number 9 in our redemption bracket. No channel changes. No channel changes. Let's bump them on up. Oh, I got a channel change for Long XL. I lied. Long XL race band 3. Long XL race band 3 when you come back with Wild type. To match number 9. That was match 6. Getting set for match number 7. Taxu, Ethan FPV, Trinks, and Din, you're up. On deck, Propsicle, Mr. Charles, Killian, and Cali FPV, and the whole Yuki, Fairy, Long XL, and Wild type. We're getting set to grid up match number 7. 7 is the number we are at. We're not even looking for it. That's where we're at. That was super exciting stuff there, watching Pork chop and Amari while we're gridding up here. Let's see if we can take a little look. Replay? Did you hear a replay? Sylvia, you got me? Sylvia, can you hear me? Sylvia? Hello? My headset's dead. I was calling for a replay, but now we don't have time. I need 2 more double A's.
Trinks 39.8. Ethan FPV 40.2. Din 54.6.
If he's able to arm and go, he gets second. And we'll stay alive. Din now on to lap number 3. It's like, I thought we came to race drones. You guys want to watch me fly the course? Let me do it. I'll fly it for 40 seconds. Let Scully talk about me. Let me tell you about Din. He's got the most challenge points won in MultiGP drone racing history. If there's a podium and he's in the bracket, he's going to hit it. He's got more challenge points, autographed ones, high fives, and a big part of our family here since 2018. And proud to have him, one of our sponsors, Din Drones. Make sure you check out the Din Drones V2 battery box. It's TSA approved, and Din wins this one 3 laps in 2 minutes 23. So now it's going to come down to a tail of the tape. Who went further for second? Trinks, Ethan FPV, or Tex? Trinks or Ethan FPV? Who went further? Thanks. What?
They're pretty close. You might want to tell them not to pick up their quads.
Well, we can play it up. We can play it back.
I mean, Ethan was still flying when Trink was down, so I think he went further, but I don't know.
You want to bring up the replay? Oh shoot, wrong button. Let me see here if I can hit the right buttons. Why can't I? Uh-oh. I'm not ready to replay the tape. Hey Silva, can you follow them and see who went further? I don't have the there. I have to get it another way. Save. I have it on yours, but I don't have it on mine. Save it there. Cue replay. It's all right. What is that? I got the wrong. So the pilots have gone out and retrieved their drones, and they say it's even. They can't tell, and so the rulebook states it's whoever goes through the gate first is if they can't tell who it is, that means they've landed by the exact same gate, and so I now have it dug. We're gonna go on the hunt here and just kind of check out, see what the story is. Okay, let's back it up here. Trinks and Ethan both crashing. Here's Ethan. Oh no, guys. They said they can't tell. Look at the replay. Who goes through this HD0 gate first? Rulebook states whoever goes through the gate successfully first advances. They mid-air before the HD0 gate. Trinks is ahead of Ethan FPV. It's looking on board with, go on board with Trinks. Trinks has Ethan in his sight. So at this frame right now, Ethan is further through the gate. Looking on Ethan's feed is where I was confused. I was looking at, they're both doing a yaw nose down spin at the inside of the Mayhem gate. And so this video is pretty conclusive, guys. Who goes through this HD0 gate first? Ethan FPV. And how do we tell that? FPV Racing 101, who's ever in second, has the chase cam. Trinks shows Ethan FPV going through the gate. Let's watch it again. It's conclusive. Ethan FPV will stay alive. What an epic crash right there. Woof. So, gotta find... I hit some buttons here. We're gonna move Din and Ethan FPV up in our redemption bracket. They are back in match number 10. No channel changes. And so we get set for match number 8. Propsicle, Mr. Chouse, Killian FPV, and Callie FPV are next to work. We asked them to go measure. They're like, we can't tell. We're on top of each other. Well, video doesn't lie. So we'll give third in that one to Trinks, fourth in Taxu. That's our first visit to our redemption bracket. So now we have those 13 to 16 finish positions. We take a look at Lehman, I believe qualified 12th, going to finish up 16th overall. Look at Ches FPV, qualified 7th, finishing 15th overall. Taxu qualifying 15th, finishing 14th. And Taxu was 15th, finishing up 14th. And Trinks qualifying 9th and finishing 13th overall in Pro Spec here at Mayhem. All the testing, all the headaches and the heartaches, and finally got to do a DVR review when it mattered. Yeah, that was a good one. This is match number 8, which means on deck, match number 9. Yuki FPV, Fairy, Long XL, Wild Type, you're on deck. Dan and Ethan, be waiting. This is a quarterfinal round of the winner's bracket. Top 2 advance to our semifinal, the winner's bracket. Bottom 2 with the chance in our redemption bracket. Good luck, pilots. I'm Quads, live on the tone, less than 5. Mr. Chouse and Proxical there with a little bit of contact. No one worse for wear. We are underway. 3-lap races, and we are off to the races. I think that opened the door here for Callie FPV to slide up into the number 1 spot. No, it's Killian, then Callie, then Propsicle. 1, 2, and 3. We lost Mr. Chaws. Looks like he is redemption bracket bound. So race not to be last with the 3 remaining. Here it's match number 8. So Killian leading, Propsicle and Cali FPV having a grinder there for second. Cali getting ahead of Propsicle, or staying in front of Propsicle. And now Cali with an issue there at the end of the front straightaway. She's going to drop to third. Propsicle up into second. And now we keep pushing on. We're seeing about 1.6 seconds. Now a bit more. Killian ahead of Propsicle. And about 2 seconds behind Propsicle, Cali FPV on lap number 2. They still have another lap to go, as we have Killian off to our right-hand side. Our top qualifier in this one, white flag flying. One more to go, an ultra affaire for Killian FPV. Propsicle now 2.9 seconds back in second. Here comes Cali. She's 4 seconds behind Propsicle for that ticket to be punched to the semifinal, the winner's bracket. Otherwise, going to be grinding in that redemption bracket with Mr. Chouse and all the gang. Killian putting a nice, smooth clinic and demonstration on here in match number 8. Going off to our right-hand side and lining things up on our checkered. 3 up, 3 down for Killian. 3 laps, a minute 52 to get the win of match number 8. Second going to go to Propsicle. Third to Cali FPV. Missing the cut by 2.5 seconds. She gained a few positions. And fourth going to go to Mr. Chouse.
Mr. Scully, I'm leaving. Good job. As always.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for everything yesterday.
Yeah, that was fun.
And so Killian and Propsicle moving on up to match number 11. Channel change for Propsicle going to race band 8 when you come back with Killian in match 11. Mr. Charles and Cali FPV moving to match 10. Cali FPV moving to race band 6. Race band 6 for Cali FPV when you come back with Mr. Charles in match number 10. That was match number 8, so a break of 1 for them. We're in match number 9. Back into our redemption bracket. Yuki FPV, Fairy, Long XL, Wild Type. Top 2 advancing to match 12. That is in that back-to-back stretch of our redemption bracket, inching closer to our final 4. And third and fourth, we'll finish up 9th and 12th overall. Mayhem number 9. It's been exciting, huh? Non-stop carnage and excitement. Thank you to our friends at Radio Master, answering the calls of hobbyists around the globe. They are dedicated to the continuous evolution of the hobby, keeping open hardware standards and open source platforms affordable and accessible to everyone. RadioMasterRC.com. If you're enjoying our broadcast over the course of the weekend, we're featuring the brand new HD0 ground station system. There are 2 nodes, one on this side of the field, one on the opposite side of the field, and it is flipping back and forth between them wherever the signal is better. And so it's kind of quasi-quad, 4 antennas pointing at the drones wherever they are on the track. Feel the HD resolution with near zero latency, thanks to Carl and Ryan and the team. HD0 with us here in Mayhem, bringing us that delectable FPV feed and be able to ride along with these drone pilots as they race for a championship. Thank you to Beta FPV, dedicated to creating FPV drones and parts with superior quality by helping more people get into the FPV hobby and enjoying the joy of flying, speed, and exploration. Get into that Cinewhoop action. BetaFPV.com. Well, yesterday in the endurance team race and today in our pro spec race, all of the propellers used are GemFan props. GemFan offering advanced equipment, professional design, precision manufacturing, perfect quality assurance system, and timely after-sales service to all of their customers. Check out their website for hot deals on props, gates, and more. GFprops.com. Thanks as well to Drones in School, big supporter of MultiGP, part of our MultiGP STEM Alliance as well. They have a great program. It's turnkey. So you can take your school, whether it's an elementary school or a high school, bring a turnkey drone program to them where they come up with teams of students They come up with a team name, they design a drone, they market their team, design a logo, they market their team, get some sponsorships, train a pilot, and compete in the Drones in School National Championship. Great program. Applying that classroom learning in real life. Dronesinschool.com for more information. And also you can learn a little bit more about the MultiGP STEM Alliance, multigp.com/STEM. Match number 9. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone. Lesson 5. There's Yuki. There's Long XL, Wild Type, and Fairy. Off to the races. Got a little bit of contact there. Long XL and I think Fairy connecting a little bit. No, it's Long XL and Wild Type. They are in a battle right now for the lead. No, for second. They're in a battle for second. Yuki is in the lead at the moment, I believe. A lot of glare on the screen here. It's lap number 1. Let's let timing tell us what's going on in this one. There's Yuki leading. Hey, I was right. There's Wild Type and Fairy in that battle for second. Hey, I was right. Long XL in the mix, though. 2.7 seconds back from staying alive. Remember, third and fourth will be eliminated. 2 laps to go. We continue to chase the 2023 MultiGP World Cup champion, Yuki, who is just flying his own race right now. Great lines. He has a 2.7 second lead over Wild Type and Fairy. Let's see if Long XL is going to catch up there if we get a 3-way battle for second on the final lap coming up. Well, it looks like Fairy is caught up to our leader, and Wild Type is the one who's moving back a little bit. And there's a Long XL running in 4. So it's Yuki, Fairy, Wild Type, Long XL, all 4 pilots here on the third and final lap. Wild Type now just ahead of Fairy. So Fairy is trying to play the catch-up game. Now Fairy on his lid. A little breathing room for Wild Type, but we drop about 3 seconds back, and you got Long XL who could reel this one in. Yuki was ringing on 2 channels again. Yuki is ringing on 2 channels. What are you going to do? Well, it's ringing. So it's Yuki and Wild Type first and second. They're going to move to match number 12. And that is going to bring our journey to an end here for Long XL, who is third, and Fairy, who is fourth. They're going to finish up in the 9 to 12 range here in our Pro Spec at Mayhem. Long XL from Canada and Fairy from California. Appreciate them taking in a Mayhem, this 9th edition. Coming up, match number 10. This is going to be Din, Ethan FPV, Cali FPV, and Mr. Chaws next to work. On deck, Amari, Porkchop, Killian, and Propsicle in the whole Yuki, Wild Type, and our top 2 in this next race. So same situation here in this redemption bracket, top 2. Moving on up in our redemption bracket to match 12. Third and fourth finishing in that 9 to 12 range. Of course, here at Mayhem, we want to thank Team Black Sheep, TBS Real Serious Toys, Crossfire, the Tracer, TBS Unify, renowned in the video transmitter space. Also, they got wings, much, much more. Real Serious Toys. Team-blacksheep.com. We're definitely putting in the overtime here today. I can't believe we get to do this. Say a howdy howdy to Quad Doc, or thanks to him again. 7 years in a row sponsoring the pizza lunch for all the pilots and the crew in Mayhem. It was absolutely delectable yesterday. We certainly appreciate it, Quad Doc. Landsquid asking for a pro-spec interview with Dupree. Dupree hasn't come back as of yet, but I'm sure he will be back at some point. He is definitely our newest drone racing fan, and if you aren't sure what we're talking about, yesterday's broadcast, it was in two chunks. The first chunk is where you need to take a look, and so you got to go to 7 hours, 30 minutes, 26 seconds in to meet Dupree, our newest drone racing fan and friend. Greatest interview ever on a MultiGP broadcast. Henry says, can't believe you had the energy to do this broadcast. Well, I don't know if we had the energy. Got to remember, we were here at about 9 o'clock this morning to retool everything for individual racing. We ran open, 2 brackets of 16. Now we're in spec. Do you only have 3 quads in this one? Who are we missing? Joss left. Okay. Just don't be last. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. Here, news and Oz, but everyone through. And again, the race not to be last, to stay alive here in our redemption bracket. Whole shot went to Callie FPV, and she is barely leading. Ethan FPV and Din hot behind her. And that looked like Callie and Ethan almost getting tangled up in the Weebleed dive gate. Looked like Ethan may have had to double back a little bit, but he now takes the lead. Callie running second, Din in third. Now, it's all 3 quads together here on this opening lap, and we push full send. Here comes Ethan FPV, Callie 1 and 2, Din 1.3 seconds back in third. All 3 quads running hot. Pro-spec racing here in Mayhem. Issues for our leader, Ethan FPV. He now drops to third, and that moves Callie up into the lead. Now Din, then Ethan FPV on top of each other. Din just ahead of Ethan FPV. And remember, it's a battle for third. Ethan now just ahead of Din. Din has Ethan in his sights, literally in that FPV feed. Callie with about a 30-foot lead. We're watching line of sight, and there was maybe a little bit of contact as Din is now on his lid and Ethan is still flying. Rubbing is racing. Can Din recover his craft remotely and get back in the sky? Or is this going to be a little bit of a victory lap here for Ethan FPV? I hear that Din is tangled on one of the tie straps of the gate, so that is going to be where Din's journey comes to an end. A bad beat right there, but some great watching for sure. As over here at our Mayhem start-finish gate, we're getting set to wave the checkered, and it is about to fly right here for Callie FPV. And next, we get set to fly that flag for Ethan FPV across the line, first and second. And so we will take Callie and Ethan FPV up in our redemption bracket. They get a break of 1. They are going to be back. They will be back in match number 12, a break of 1. Channel change for Callie FPV, going to race band 3. Callie FPV, race band 3. When you come back with Ethan FPV in match number 12. So that means that after matches 9 and 10, we have our final ranking for those in that 9 to 12 range. And so congratulations to Ferry qualifying 14th and finishing up in the number 12 spot. Long XL qualified high. Live with that. 4th overall in qualifying and finishing up inside the top 12 in 11th. Mr. Chouse qualified 16th on the bubble, finishing up 10th overall. And then you're looking at Din qualifying 10th and finishing one position higher in 9th. And now we are down to our final 8. That means a few things. We are closer to crowning our ProSpec champion. And secondly, hole shot rule is in play. Contact resulting in a crash before the start-finish gate will result in us calling back a hole shot and rerunning it again. In our next 16 open, we had only one hole shot, and we ran hole shots all 6 races in that one. I was regretting this decision after we started to go green. Luckily, we only had one hole shot. That was running 8 open frames at a time. Now we're running 4 spec frames, but we have seen a little bit of, we've seen contact with this blade-to-blade racing that the ProSpec lines us up to do. Interspace Alien says, that's a lot of pizza. Yeah, it was. That Quad Dog sponsored that. Had to be at least 10 boxes. At least 10, like, large or extra large boxes. It was a lot of pizza. Good stuff just up the road. We're glad you're with us here on the MultiGP YouTube channel. The sun is starting to go down in the skies behind us. It's 6:42 in the evening here in Carrollton, Texas on a Sunday afternoon. We are 4 heats away from our podium presentation. It's been a long day, but a fun day of individual racing here in Mayhem. Our congratulations to those hitting our podium here in our open. Let's talk about that in a moment. We're set to go green. Semi-final of the winner's bracket. We're going green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. 4 up around our Orca HD0 flags through our start-finish gate. Great start for all 4. We are underway. Semi-final, the winner's bracket, and deja vu all over again. Chasing Amari, but look how close Killian, Porkchop, and Propsicle are behind our leader. All 4 of them come out of that We Bleed FPV cube. Porkchop dropping back to the number 4 spot. He has them all, though, right in front of him in his sights. Amari, then Propsicle, then Killian, then Porkchop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not much separating them. We're talking about 8 feet from first to second to third to fourth. This one is a heater on the opening lap. What are we going to see on the next 2? Amari, Killian, Propsicle, Porkchop. 1, 2, 3, 4. So halfway through, that was the running order. After 1 lap, that's the running order. And so really watching those transfer positions, this was anyone's game. 2 seconds separating all 4 pilots as we still have them in the same running order. Look like now we... Porkchop had an opportunity, but he is still in 4th. And the running order remains the same. No position changes as of yet. And Amari way out front. Now Propsicle, I think, has made a move. No, he's about to make a move. Yeah, Propsicle did make a move just ahead of Killian. Propsicle leads Killian by 0.7 of a second. That's second over third. Killian might be going into that redemption bracket. We're over to that dive cube, and 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all 4 through, so we technically have a 3-way battle here for second. Right now, the advantage is to Propsicle. We just lost Porkchop. So Amari well out in front. He's got a second lead, and now Propsicle and Killian both with mistakes there as they went inverted. The split S doesn't work out right. It's Propsicle just ahead of Killian. This is for second, and a race to the line. Amari, Propsicle, Killian, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is our tightest finish of the day, and there is Porkchop across the line as well. Match 11 done. We will take Amari and Propsicle to our final 4. Match number 14. No channel changes. Killian, who was 3rd. Porkchop, who was 4th, going to go to match number 13. That's a break of 1. Coming up next, match number 12. That's Yuki, Wild Type, Callie, and Ethan FPV. You're up. On deck, Killian FPV, Pork Chop, and whoever is the winner of our next race. And then our final 4 is in the hole. Well, I know you want to see that finish right there, don't you? Let me see if I can hit 19 buttons and bring it to you to see the difference. That was 1 for the ages. That was a heck of a finish. We're talking a 1/10 of a second. Doug, replay. Doug, there we go. Here's the replay. Top left-hand side. Oh, I had it queued and I hit the wrong button, guys. That was on me. That was on me. I'm going to just rewind it. I had it. I'll get it. Okay. All right. So, Amari, top left-hand side. He finishes first. He's lining up that start-finish gate. Propsicle and Killian is the finish that is 1/10 of a second apart. Okay, Amari is done. Now we're watching Killian and Propsicle. Both of them, we'll take them back to this flag, the HD0 flag. Killian with that tighter line. Propsicle is wider. Look how close. So Propsicle is wide going around HD0. Here's Killian tight around HD0. Now we line him up here. Killian looks like he is about to get through the start-finish gate, but Propsicle goes through first, and then Killian right behind him. 0.15 seconds, the finish. Let's watch the finish back in real time. Amari's done. Propsicle, Killian, boom. One of the biggest finishes, tightest finishes we've seen here at Mayhem number 9. We're at match 11, match 12 rather. Let's do it to it.
Are we ready, Silva?
Pilots, you're ready. I lost my flight line, dude. I got 4 fingers. All right, match number 12, about to go green. Top 2 stay alive, racing back-to-back. Bottom 2 finishing 7th and 8th overall. Good luck, pilots. Armor quads, live on the tone, less than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another fantastic start. Advantage going to Yuki, your leader right now. Wow, Callie was coming up on the backside of our leader right there. Callie, Wild Type, Ethan is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and Yuki pulling away as Callie having some issues there, landing on her lid. And so now we're watching Ethan FPV and Wild Type in a battle for 2nd and 3rd. Yuki has some breathing room, but Ethan and Wild Type right now looking to grind it out here for that 2nd transfer position to go to the semifinal, the redemption bracket. 1 spot, 1 stop away from the finish. Yuki 1 down, 2 to go. Ethan and Wild Type are 1.6 seconds back from him. Ethan 0.4 of a second ahead of Wild Type. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, no decisions as of yet. Yuki is over the dive cube. Now we go through with Ethan, Wild Type. So still in the same running order that we saw here moments ago, but it is still pretty tight. Watching line of sight, it is a tight one. Wild Type now starting to reel in Ethan FPV there in that battle for the 2nd, and there we go. Wild Type just pulled ahead of Ethan FPV here on lap number 2. And now Wild Type with a slight advantage. Ethan has him in his sights, and now look like the wind picked up a little bit as we go Yuki, Wild Type, Ethan, FPV. We're about 2 or 3 seconds, 1st to 2nd, 2nd to 3rd, and it all comes down to this final lap. We bleed FPV dive cube done for Yuki. It's done for Wild Type, and Now it's done for Ethan FPV. We're starting to see a little more gappage there as we look to Yuki to shut this one down here in about the next 5 or so seconds. Wild Type is, I think, getting even faster, looking for another podium today. Let's see if the checkered flies. It does for Yuki. Who does it fly for in second? Wild Type lines up our finish gate, and Wild Type gets across the line in second. Yuki and Wild Type are racing now back to back, coming out of match number 9 together and advancing to match number 13 together, which means 3rd in the match, 7th overall to Ethan FPV, 4th in the match, and 8th overall going to Cali FPV. And that concludes match number 12. 2 matches to go to round out Mayhem number 9. Channel change for Wild Type, going to go to Race Band 8. Race Band 8 for Wild Type when you come back with Yuki and Killian and Pork Chop right now. Match number 13, semi-final of the Redemption Bracket. 1 stop away from our final is coming up next. American Abandoned says, Yuki's video is boo-boo. Yes, it was. Yes, it is. Not sure if he's going to swap antennas. We had a race where he had not as bad a video as what we saw there, but he was actually ringing on 2 channels. And usually that's a sign of the control link, whatever your receiver is on your quad. The line runs right across the VTX. That causes a drone to read on 2 channels. 90% of the time, that's what it is. And that's obviously not a quick fix. He changed his antenna, and it improved it for his quad. It was also higher power with the bad antenna, and we just swapped an antenna and fixed it. But at the same time, his video a little rougher again. But he was able to fly through it. No issues for him. Good video, bad video, it doesn't matter. The winning continues here for Yuki. Remember earlier today we had our open class, and Yuki has already been a winner over the course of the day. He was our open class top 16 champion. Killian FPV, who is in this heat with Yuki, who was 2nd, and Wild Type, who's also in this heat, was 3rd. So here we are in the Redemption Bracket. Top 3 in open class are vying to hit a podium here in Pro Spec as well to double down. The wild card in that one, Cali FPV, could put a big switch up here in our open class finish. Congratulations as well to Big Ramon, Bone FPV, and Long XL champions in our next 16 bracket, hitting our podium. Top 3 recognized. Our podiums getting VIP Million Scratcher tickets in addition to the cups from Mayhem. And so far, we've already awarded $50. Big Ramon earned $50 bucks on his scratcher, so what a prize. We have, I mean, a 1 in 5 chance. I guess that's not how the odds work, but technically a 1 in 5 chance of awarding a pilot $1 million in her podiums with our VIP Million Scratcher tickets. If you watched the live stream yesterday, we were talking about Chris Thomas and his journey. He checked in at the Holiday Inn Express and they handed him a card. Said, congratulations, Mr. Thomas. Tomorrow you are our VIP Diamond guest. So he got a free bottle of water. I was on the phone with him last night. He walked in and they charged him. But Friday, he was a VIP Diamond guest and got a free bottle of water, was able to park in the VIP parking right outside the door. And so he wanted to pass on that VIP goodness to our champs of Mayhem individual racing. So we've handed out 4 of our 5 $1 million scratchers, our VIP Million Scratchers, and we have 1 more to go to hand out to our champ of Pro Spec. Will it be Yuki? That gives him twice the chance to win $1 million. That'd be 2 scratchers. Will it be Wild Type, Killian FPV, Pork Chop? Or will it be Amari or Propsicle? 6 pilots remain. 2 races to run. And Pro Spec living up to the hype. That super tight finish that we were able to watch back there not too long ago. Geared says, Pork Chop is always vibing. Yeah, Pork Chop's having a good day. A week ago, he hit a podium at the We Bleed Northeast Whoop Championship. That was a podium that had eluded him. Now here he is vying for a podium in Pro Spec. Racing those whoops, kind of a spec, hitting that podium. And racing Pro Spec, he is down to the final 6. Qualified in 6th, he's in 6th, and a chance to win the competition. We don't have Ironman mode engaged anymore. Yeah, R8. Wild type should be R8. That was a channel change. You probably didn't hear me say it. You can always follow along the heat sheets on your phone as they update dynamically. multigp.live/please. But we're now down to our last 2 races of Mayhem. Hopefully our last 20 minutes of Mayhem. Not that we're timing. We're just scoring. Lifetime's doing the timing. It is going to be a little sad to walk away from the ditch that I've dug here with this office chair. This is home. This has been home for a long time. I don't even sit in my chairs at home this long. This poor office chair, I think we've burned up its warranty. Bagzilla says, wait, what? $1 million Pro Spec prize? Yeah, potentially. And should we give away the $1 million, this will make this the richest drone race in history. There was one race that gave away $1 million prize pool, but we've already awarded $50 in scratchers, so it would make us $1,050,000. We'd be number 1. We'd have to call up Guinness, start pounding some Guinness as well to celebrate. Great look there. Our flight line down to 6 pilots. 2 of these 4 are going to race a wee bit more. Yuki FPV, Wild Type, Killian, Pork Chop FPV. Semifinal of the redemption bracket. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. We are up. We are at her. I was watching that one line of sight, and there was no contact. Looked like someone may have gone inverted. Might have been the wind that caused it. But look at this. It's a battle of 4. Yuki, now Killian up in the lead. Now Yuki back in the lead. Killian, Wild Type, Pork Chop right with them right there. Still a 4-way battle. Literally anyone's game. Looked like Pork Chop pushed up to the front. Now Yuki back up into the front. Here on this opening lap, 3-lap races. Issues for our top qualifier, Killian. He has crashed out. He was on our 2nd place team in team racing yesterday. Going to finish top 6 here in individual racing, a Pro Spec. It's Yuki, Pork Chop, Wild Type, 1, 2, and 3. 1 to 2 seconds, separating 1st to 2nd to 3rd. And so, yet to be decided. Yuki with that slight advantage. You see, Pork Chop is really only about the top to the bottom of the We Bleed FPV dive cube behind our leader. You see, it's less than a gate. Now it's about 2 gates right now. So Yuki pushing himself a little bit further, and Wild Type still within the mix as well. Had about a 2-second deficit. Now it's about a 3-gate deficit. White flag flying. Yuki goes on to lap 3. Pork Chop 2 seconds back. Wild Type 1.4 seconds back from him. So the positions haven't changed, but this is when it really matters. Top 2, what we need to do. Yuki through that dive cube. Now we go over through the dive cube with Pork Chop and Wild Type. So Wild Type is now starting to reel in Pork Chop, and then Wild Type may have hit a guide guide wire or a pole. Kind of went backwards blindly, and so now going to play catch up. Not sure if there's going to be enough in the tank. We'll see at the checkered. Our checkered comes out. We start to fly it right now for your winner of the match. It is Yuki with the win. He is in your final four. Pork Chop advances as well. Will it be 2 podiums in 2 weeks for Pork Chop? Third in match number 13, going to go to Wild Type. That is going to put him in the number 5 spot overall. And fourth to Killian. That is going to put him in the number 6 spot overall here in our field of Pro Spec. And so that does it with match number 14. 1 race remains, and what a race it is about to be. It is your final 4 of Pro Spec here at Mayhem. You got the cup, you got the scratcher on the line. What an exciting night. Yuki, channel change, race band 6. Yuki, race band 6. Pork Chop, no channel change for you. And we'll await you to be ready as you come back versus Propsicle and Amari for the 2025 Mayhem Pro Spec Championship. Bagzilla says, great job, Pork Chop. Tom Wyke says, go, Pork Chop. Race band 6. Poor Bosley didn't know how this was going to play out. I said, we should be done at 5:30. Bosley would have missed a plane. This is the final. This is a final, down to 4. One and done. Lipos. Really, it's just because of the lipos. You know, I would run Chase the Ace all night long, but, you know, I'm concerned about the lipos, dudes. You guys have been flying a lot of packs. Interspace Alien in the chat saying, Chase the Ace. Now, it's 7 o'clock at night here. Those batteries take longer to charge. Quads are a little more expensive to repair and build. We do have the whole shot rule in play. Everyone watching pretty much for the most part line of sight here, so there shouldn't be any bad luck here in this final. Down to your top 4. Think of it as Ironman mode engaged, but our top qualifier lost his Ironman and finished in the number 6 spot overall. So we have 4 Ironman. Everyone is an Ironman. It is a one and done race to be our Mayhem Pro Spec champion. Bagzilla says, ooh, Amari is hard to beat in 7-inch spec. Yeah. Renown, I think he was the first ever Street League champion. At IO, I think he won both the specs. Pretty unstoppable. He was our TQ for a little bit. Finished second in qualifying. But he comes in as your high seed and out of the winner's bracket into this final. So advantage to him for sure. But also coming out of the winner's bracket, 5th in qualifying in the event, Propsicle, who just continuously gets faster and faster. You can't even say every pack. I would say every lap. And Yuki FPV just grinding his way out of that redemption bracket. Third in qualifying. And then Pork Chop, 6th in qualifying, now in the top 4. Feeling another podium. Must be because it's such a great time on the Sunday night. We almost have 100 people watching right now. That's big numbers for individual racing on a Sunday. We're good to go. Your final four of Pro Spec, a one and done race to decide our podium. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. We are up, we are at them. They make the turn around Orca, HD0 through the start finish gate, and it is a good start here tonight in our final. Whole shot went to Amari. They've been trying to tease him a little bit, jumping in front, but he reclaims that lead. But it's Amari, Propsicle, Yuki, Porkchop, 1, 2, 3, 4 here on this opening lap. Amari now trying to separate himself a little bit, but he's only about 10 feet to the good. Propsicle up into second, Yuki in third, and Porkchop not too far back as well. In fact, less than 60 feet separating all 4 quads. Those Pro Spec quads here on this opening lap as we get set to go 1 down, 2 to go. They are 3, 4 wide, less than 2 seconds separating all 4 pilots on the opening lap. There are no guarantees. And look, did our leader just drop back a position? No, that was just a little bit of lap traffic behind him. Amari still in front. Porkchop moves up a position, I believe, into third. Looked like a wobble there for Propsicle. So that podium not decided here on lap number 2. It's just been about a lot of recovery here for about half the field as we get set to wave a white flag. 1 to go for Amari. Porkchop and Yuki, Propsicle getting up there as well. And so it looked like Porkchop slid up into second, and we have a 3-way battle for second right now. Porkchop and Propsicle side by side. Now Yuki right in there. It's a 3-way at that cube. So 3-way for second. Amari gap in the field, but not by much as well. Looks like Porkchop pushing himself just ahead. And now you got to push for the lead. Yuki is sliding up on the backside of Amari. This has changed in a big way. It comes down to the final corner, final lap. A mistake by Amari, and it is going to be Yuki across the line. Then Amari, Porkchop, and Propsicle. And that is your unofficial finish order. That finish is going to be under review. We will just verify what we saw at the end of the race right there, because it was all Amari's until he hit the flag, and that flag is going to cost him, looks like maybe it cost him first. He might have got second on here. There was a lot of banging and crashing around our start-finish gate. And so we are going to see if we can play it back and just verify our finish ahead of our podium presentation. Replay? 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 Can you tell Doug replay? The race isn't over. I haven't decided podium here. All right. They're already giving me further instructions. I'm like, we don't even know who won yet. Do you understand? We don't even know. Jumping back a little bit here. Yuki made the pass right before the TBS gate. Yuki gets by Amari. He made a big move. He was playing with Porkchop. Then he jumps to the front. He gets through Pilot Institute first. And he is just in front of Amari. Amari sees that. They go over the Mayhem pole dancer. Now Amari pushes ahead of Yuki. So Amari says, oh, where'd that guy come from? I'm going to reclaim. Yuki then just ahead, and it was Orca. So they lined up on Orca. Yuki gets by the Orca flag, and Amari hits the Orca flag. It looks like the wind may have blown that flag into Amari. And so around Orca we go. Yuki across the line first. Big recovery here for Amari. He's like, man, can I at least finish up with a podium? He does. He's across the line in second. And now we look to Porkchop and Propsicle because they're 0.8 of a second apart. And Porkchop is already at that Orca flag, making the turn around HD0 behind Propsicle, who's now at Orca HD0. So results are official. Your second runner-up, third on our podium, and his second big podium in 2 weeks. Porkchop FPV in third. Your reserve champ, qualifying second here at this event, Amari, and your Pro Spec champion. Doubling down, winning Open and Pro Spec, which means he could be walking out of here with over $2 million. Yuki is your Pro Spec champion.
You gonna do the awards first?
All right, let's get set to award some hardware. So we start with your second runner-up, third on our podium, getting the Pro Spec medallion and the Big Cup, his second podium in 2 weeks. From the We Bleed Northeast Whoop Championships to Mayhem's Pro Spec Championship as well. Porkchop FPV, come on down, Porkchop. And you want to talk about big podiums also. Second in team racing with the rest of Team Canada as well. It has been a heck of a 2 weeks. Come on down, Porkchop. Congratulations. Gotta hand it to you. Looks like the team captain's coming in to take some photos as well. What a week and a half, 2 weeks. You got to talk about some of your experiences.
Mayhem, baby. It was awesome. Had lots of fun meeting everybody over and seeing all my old friends and racing with Team Canada. Open class was awesome. This was better because I podiumed. And yeah, it was just a good race. Fun vibes. Everybody, there's no hard feelings. There's just good vibes. Yeah, I'd like to thank my team captain, Ryan and Ignacio too. And Mike over there, yeah. Thank you, Mike, too. You're the best. And just like to thank my parents and my girlfriend. And everybody at Rat Race and Niagara FPV, Farmers, Nick, Bondo, Kimbo. I'm forgetting people's names. You guys are the bomb.
Oh, Canada, another podium for Porkchop. Congratulations. As we get set to award some hardware here to your reserve champion, second place, Mr. Spec Racer himself, unstoppable when it comes to spec. Where is Amari? Last night, winning team racing, Heart of America. Not that we haven't done that before. He's done it 3 times. All those podiums at IO. And here is your big cup, your medal, and congratulations, reserve champion. You had the lead, and that dang Orca flag would happen.
Yeah, no, I had to go for it at the end there. Yuki was closing in the entire time. I love the track because on the big spiral down section, you get an idea of the traffic that's in front or behind you, so I was able to gauge and listen to you as well to kind of figure out where they were, and I knew he was closing, and I was trying to see how close I could make it, I guess. I had to go for it there at the very end, but I wouldn't want it any other way, so my hat's off to Yuki and the rest of Team Canada as well. It was an awesome race.
Yeah, it's one of the highlights. It's on the MultiGP YouTube channel forever to be able to play it back because it was yours. I was talking about Yuki in a battle with Porkchop, second and third, and then you hear me. I'm like, oh, wow, he's on Amari. He's going for Amari, and then you play it back frame by frame, and so you see just his quad in front of you, and that's when he went full send. And I think the wind, the flag got you because you had the flag not got you, you're going to pass him again, and we could be out here for hours now doing a photo finish on it. But regardless, a podium, you got to be happy with that. Who do you want to thank here for a great weekend at Mayhem?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Sean Ames, the rest of Heart of America, just having us all out here. They're no strangers to the podium, team racing or otherwise, so massive support to all of them. Huge shout out to Free, who, when I smoked my quad in qualifying, just bound up to his, and I think that speaks a lot to how close this is. I was able to adapt to that immediately because it was a carbon copy of what I had, and I think that speaks to the strength of the spec. It's just everyone's running the same thing. We're gauging the difference in pilots out here, and that's what drone racing is about. Also, huge thanks to HD0. I mean, I think it's one of the coolest things ever that Carl and everyone is out here being a part of this. It's one thing to make drone parts, it's another thing to be an active part of the community. So thank you guys so much for being involved in the way you are. It's incredible. Thanks to Hobby Wing, Tattoo. I mean, it's been a great weekend.
Fantastic. Another podium for Mr. Spec Racer Amari, your reserve champion in Pro Spec here at Mayhem. Now we bring in the champ. He doubles down. Last night on a team that finished second overall in Mayhem. That was a big feat. They won their first ever podium. They were second, but the first podium for his team, Team Canada. He comes back the next day with enough energy, enough talent to win not only just the open class, but also the Pro Spec as well. Bring in the champ of Pro Spec, the one and only Yuki FPV. Congratulations. There is another one, another gauntlet. Now you have two. So the great thing about mugs like this, you get one as a great prize. But if you're going to have some beer or cervezas in that, you are the only one. Everyone else has regular ones. Now you have two, so you can at least go cheers to your friends, and congratulations on what a big win. That last race was so amazing. You were back, you were third, then you were second, and we thought, oh, that's where you're going to be. And then the end of the race, what did you do? How did you accomplish that?
Yeah, I was just did like fly more tight as to catch him, and then just walk, and then I got a one. I just flew more tight, like don't lost some speed, you know. But actually, I don't know how to do it because, I mean, I only flew like 8 months for prospect. I was starting fly prospect like 7-inch spec last year, the May or something, when I was at the shelter. So yeah, I'm gonna keep do prospect more for way faster.
Well, definitely it pays off like that. Probably one of the biggest redemption runs we've ever seen to get the W. 2 wins, Open and Pro Spec. Who do you want to thank for your win?
A big thank you for Team Canada, Ignacio, Ryan, Bon FPV, for my spotter, for my every sponsor, Mike from Jinfeng, Carl from H0, Steven from H0, Ryan from H0. Just thank you for my every sponsor.
Excellent. Congratulations. And I almost forgot your second cup, your second VIP Millions ticket as well from Chris Thomas. So you may be $2 million richer, making this for sure the richest drone race in history. If we could, we'll get our top 3 in Pro Spec. We'll bring back Amari and Porkchop as well for a podium picture to commemorate on the MultiGP Facebook page and YouTube channel as well. Well, that's a wrap. Pilots here in the house, if you got a little bit of time, if you can grab a gate and drop it by the sea can, that would be greatly appreciated. For those of us that stick with us here on the MultiGP YouTube channel, thank you for the pleasure of your company. It was 8 hours and 15 minutes yesterday of green, over 12 hours of pure mayhem team racing yesterday, and individual racing with Open and Pro Spec this evening has been phenomenal. Thank you to Weebleed, Newbie Drones, Wrecked Orca, Pilot Institute, Din Drones, 533, Emax, Team Hobby, Radio Master, HD0, Beta FPV, GemFan, Drones in School, TBS, and Superior One Roofing. Thank you to Jay, Chase, and all the crew here at Dallas Drone Racing for hosting this event, another mayhem here in Carrollton, Texas. Thank you as well to our live stream production team, Adrian Schwartzman. Thank you to Diver Down, Dougie Kling, the entire broadcast team, Melissa, Lehman, and Silva, and our entire cast and crew. Thanks for all that you did, the hours you put in. It has been a blast to be a part of this, and what a great weekend. So proud to have been a part of this 9th edition of Mayhem. We're back here in about 2 weeks' time on the MultiGP YouTube channel with the 2025 Collegiate Drone Racing Championship. Have a pleasant week and take to the skies. This has been a MultiGP production. We are so stoked to have you with us, and we'll see you at the next drone race.